You don't know how pumped I was to get all these bad boys out of their boxes, put them nicely in their pyramid form, present them up front for you, and now I don't even know if it was worth it. You'll see what I mean. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chris. We've got some movie news to discuss today. We've got a lot of interesting things currently going on in the movie universe. We're going to be touching upon a certain actor teasing the fact that he might be a certain villain in Spider-Man 3 or that he's just trolling all of us. Some horror movie news updates with the new Evil Dead movie. Ridley Scott updating us on the Alien reboot that's going to be made with Disney. Yep, that's right, with Disney. That and so much more, guys. So many of your opinions down below. What do you think of everything we discuss here today? What gets you excited? What pumps you up? Which is your favorite out of the lineup? And of course, as always, smash that like button. If you don't do that, hey, look at that little thing. It says $1.99. Trying to get that thing to say 200. So help me out there, brother or sister. You know, I don't discriminate. All right, so usually I would start off with something small, but I am just in this amped up mood that I want to get this off my chest because I don't know if we're being bamboozled or we're being bam-toozled. I don't know what the opposite for that is. Just yesterday, we had a bunch of Spider-Man fans online going crazy because we all thought that we just got the announcement of who the new villain would be in Tom Holland's Spider-Man 3 for the Marvel MCU. You guys know I talk a lot of superheroes here and there, but Spider-Man is my absolute favorite. He's just the one I sympathize with the most. Obviously making me extremely excited for the third Spider-Man movie. And well, this is what was getting everybody jumping and hyped up. Yesterday, out of nowhere, we had John Cena on his official Instagram account just randomly post a picture of the Sandman fighting Spider-Man. Now, I know there's a lot of you out there that are going, so? Well, if you don't know in the movie sphere, usually when an actor gets cast in a big movie like this, it's become tradition that they go ahead and tease it on social media like this. Heck, we even had the Scorpion himself do this exact same thing, letting us know that, yeah, he's coming back for Spider-Man 3. He's just under that Marvel hush hush no say nothing business, so he just tweets out a photo of himself with a little scorpion to say, hey, you'll see me again. So immediately I was like, oh my god, John Cena is Sandman. You know what? He might be a big old star, have a very recognizable face, but he would look fantastic as William Baker. He even has that square-shaped head. I think he would absolutely be fantastic for the role of Sandman. So yesterday, this was basically me getting all ready to bring you guys a big Spider-Man update, and then a lot more sensible people kind of brought it to my attention that it could just be John Cena being John Cena. If you do look at the bio in his Instagram, he says it right here. Welcome to my Instagram. These images will be posted without explanation for your interpretation. Enjoy. And if you keep scrolling, yeah, the man is an enigma because he posts a lot of random stuff. It's just a bunch of nonsense that doesn't really have any meaning and is all over the place. And I scrolled through the man's entire Instagram. He's never posted anything Spider-Man related, so this isn't even in his wheelhouse. And just so you guys know I'm not a complete idiot, he did this exact same thing when he got casted for Bumblebee, posting a cryptic photo of Bumblebee on his Instagram, when then in a few days it was announced he would be in the Bumblebee movie. I'd absolutely love John Cena to be Sandman. I think he fits that role perfectly. I know there's people already, but like, he's already in DC. He's gonna be Peacemaker. Guys, we've had it happen multiple times where people jump here and there from DC and Marvel. There's really no conflict of interest or Marvel or DC telling each other, you can't be in a Marvel or DC movie, you're with us. That doesn't really exist. So getting back to the story, I'm just a huge Spider-Man fan. I was so excited, that's why I built up this pop pyramid. Now it looks like maybe for no reason, but he could still pop up, man. Spider-Man 3, I think, is gonna have the most villains than any Spider-Man movie, especially with everybody knowing Peter Parker's identity. I think he's just gonna have foes coming to him left and right, and Sandman would be a great one to see, especially since we also got the announcement that Kraven the Hunter is getting his own solo movie. Doesn't look like he'll be the main villain for Spider-Man 3, and they'll probably put someone else in there. What do you guys think about John Cena leaving this little Spider-Man post on his Instagram? Will it lead to anything, or is the man just being random? It's kind of hard to take photos of yourself when you are invisible. Jumping into some horror movie news here, a movie I'm really looking forward to see where it's going just because it sounds vastly different than anything else in that franchise is Evil Dead Rise. This is technically the 5th Evil Dead movie that will be made, even though it is more of a continuation from the first 3 Evil Dead movies. It's being directed by Lee Cronin, who brought us The Hole in the Ground. And while we had Bruce Campbell, the usual star of this franchise, playing Ash, he's said to not even return for this movie, but he is a producer. director, so he knows everything going on with this film, just gave us a lot more details. This is some of the stuff he had to say. In an interview with 1428 Elm on Wednesday, Campbell revealed that Evil Dead Rise would trade its cabin in the woods milieu for urban scares. The ghastly deities will now terrorize unsuspecting people in a metropolitan city, particularly in the high-rise and skyscrapers in the area. While the deities have traditionally terrorized remote locals, in Evil Dead Rise, they will take over a packed city civic zone, sending its entire population into a frenzy. Campbell only subtly alludes to the setting of this new movie without going into much detail. The Evil Dead are going to F up a city this time, Campbell told 1428 Elm. Deities' infestation will occur on a city-wide scale this time. For those of you who are fans of the Evil Dead franchise, you know particularly most of the movies take place in a cabin in the woods. A couple of adults looking to have a fun weekend step across the Necronomicon, open it up, read a few pages, and then all hell is broken loose, quite literally. This time around, it looks like they're going to be taking it to a city setting, a more modern setting, and I think that's fun for the franchise, keeping it fresh, doing something different. That's always what I think you should do when continuing these horror movies. Also, that title now makes a lot more sense and seems more in line with what they're going for. Evil Dead Rise, taking place in a high-rise, a skyscraper. That's kind of brilliant and could really work out. The only part that I think make fans upset is that Ash, Bruce Campbell, isn't a part of these movies, yet he's given us all these details, all these spoilers for the film, like, I ain't gonna be in your movie, but I'll tell you all about it. But nonetheless, this sounds exciting. I'm looking forward to it. How do you guys feel about Evil Dead Rise? Alright, our next story involves these two people, and it is a little drama-fueled, so bear with me. You guys know I am beyond excited for the new Flash movie that is set to come out in 2022 that is being directed by Andy Muschietti. And not even because I'm a big Flash fan, because this Flash movie will have not one, but two Batman in it. We have Michael Keaton Batman, who was his 69th birthday as of me recording this. But also, Ben Affleck Batman will be showing up in this movie. And well, between you and me guys, this Flash film is looking extremely cursed with all the behind-the-scenes drama that has been going on. To summarize some of the things that's been happening, not only has this Flash movie gone through 4 different directors, which now kind of makes sense to me, because I don't think a lot of directors are able to understand that it's like, wait, I'm making a Flash movie, but you're putting in 2 Batmans in there? One that's Michael Keaton from the 1980s, and Ben Affleck? Yo, this isn't the Flash movie I want to make. I'm out. Given the fact that there's still a lot of fans out there who do not want Ezra Miller as the Flash because of a certain video found online of him being abusive towards a fan, Warner Brothers really is just going to ignore that whole situation and move forward with Ezra, and well, I guess we just have to live with that. But now the latest controversy surrounding this Flash movie is the stuff happening with Ray Fisher. Now, I won't go into too much detail because, like I said, this is a movie channel. I'll try to keep things light and fun. But to basically summarize what's going on here, Ray Fisher, the man who's known for playing Cyborg in the Justice League movie, became very vocal towards director Joss Whedon, who was brought in to replace Zack Snyder for the Justice League movie, about how abusive, rude, and mean he was to the crew during that filming, so much so that he requested Warner Brothers to conduct an investigation to all the misconduct that Joss Whedon has done. This is also the man who brought us the first 2 Avenger movies. He just basically described Joss Whedon to being a complete tyrant on the set, so verbally abusive, making the cast and crew just feel so uncomfortable, while also bad-mouthing Zack Snyder when he left the movie because his daughter recently committed suicide. Well, the update to the story is that Ray Fisher has now let us know that yes, Warner Brothers has gone ahead and is conducting an investigation to all the misconduct that Ray Fisher is claiming to be happening behind the scenes. And Warner Brothers has even put out a statement that Ray Fisher is refusing to work with the investigation and help them out to figure out what's happened, leading others to think, is this man lying? Is he making stuff up? What is going on here? When Ray Fisher is claiming that the person they hired to investigate the claims is really a PR person trying to get him under control, trying to shut him up, do as little public damage as possible so that they can move forward with making more DC movies without all this drama. And to add the cherry on top, Warner Brothers is still trying to court Ray Fisher so that he can have a cameo role in the Flash movie to show up in there, which just like, can you imagine that? That you're basically having this legal battle that at the same time is trying to hire you for a movie? It makes me feel less and less likely like Warner Brothers is going to even want to hire Ray Fisher for for the Flash movie just because they're afraid of any negative press he'll bring to the movie. It just really sucks that a person like Ray Fisher, who was supposed to get his own solo Cyborg movie in the year 2019, is now just going through all this frustration of everything Warner Brothers is trying to throw at him. How do you guys feel about this whole Flash situation with it being cursed and all this craziness involved? Bringing us to a very popular franchise that Disney is going to be rebooting themselves. Yep, that's right. Disney is going to be rebooting the Alien franchise. If you don't know how this is possible, the Alien franchise was once owned by Fox Studios, and then after Disney decided to buy Fox Studios, they inherited the right to Aliens, Predator, and Planet of the Apes. Ridley Scott was recently doing an interview where he was promoting his new HBO show, Raised by Wolves. And in this interview, he gives us an update on what we can expect the new Alien movie to be like, and I think it might disappoint some people. Ridley Scott, who has been the man mostly responsible for this Alien franchise, was asked about the next Alien movie, and he says, "That's in the process. We went down a route to try and reinvent the wheel with Prometheus and Covenant." He enthused, "Whether or not we go directly back to that is doubtful, because Prometheus woke it up very well, but you're asking fundamental questions like, has the alien himself, the face hugger, the chest burster, have they all run out of steam? Do you have to rethink the whole bloody thing and simply use the world to franchise? That's always the fundamental question." What that basically boils down to is that anybody who was hoping for a conclusion or closure story to this Prometheus trilogy that had Prometheus and Alien Covenant, it does not look like we're going to get a third continuing movie. Instead, we're most likely getting some new story unrelated to anything else so that Disney is able to brand this new Alien movie as their own, as a new standalone series for new audiences to get into. And that is kind of a bummer because I was enjoying this Prometheus trilogy to a point. I really liked Prometheus. I wasn't so hot on Alien Covenant. There was a lot of stuff in there I did enjoy, and it would have been nice to just get that closure with a third movie and end it off neatly before you jump to a different story. But at the same time, we do have to understand that Disney is a business and they want to monetize this stuff as their own, not really connect or be restricted to what came before they owned the property. So it only makes sense that whatever this new Alien movie is that is coming with Disney, it's most likely just going to be a fresh brand new story, almost looking like a complete reboot where they can just name it Alien again. And if they learned anything from their Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's that you could set up a big team up versus movie where we could have Alien vs Predator, maybe done a better way than previously done. But that's just me. It looks like he's definitely attached to it, so hopefully he brings us something refreshing that Disney will like and new audiences will enjoy. Also, I keep mentioning it, it's with Disney, but this thing ain't gonna be PG-13. It's not gonna be family friendly. It's not gonna have a lot of Marvel jokes in it. It's gonna be released under their 20th Century logo. That's what Disney is using to release some of their more mature movies so that you don't see that castle before the beginning of an Alien film. So anybody freaking out, don't worry. They're not gonna family friendly this thing. They're gonna keep it pretty blunt. But that is just all the movie news we have going on right now, guys. Let me know your opinions on everything we discussed here today. What did you enjoy? What did you not enjoy? Also, have you guys been watching The Boys Season 2? I'm loving that thing, man. I don't know what it is, but I think The Boys right now is my favorite show going on. And since I have read the graphic novels, I've been thinking about making a video of stuff that was too graphic from the graphic novels that they decided not to do in the TV show. Would you guys be interested in that? Let me know. But as always, be sure you subscribe for more movie-related content. Hit that like button. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Film Review. As always, I'm Chris. Take care.